Good day to everyone. Today, I would like to present to you the thesis statement number 7. Allow me to read the question. I hope in you for us, there is a deep and intrinsic relationship between love and hope, faithfulness and truthfulness. In hope is a grace, a decision, a call and response. It is a recognition of hope and love as both nostos and kainonti. What is nostos and kainonti? They are both return and renewal. But what is return and renewal of what? Before, these are return to being. But in a transfigured way, we transfer we transform our way as holy way, as religious way, especially we transform ourselves to the image of God, especially by our faith in God, our hope in God for others in communion way. The person who hopes does not exactly know how that will happen. He also knows that he himself cannot make it happen, and he does not have the power to make the communion life. But with the hope in the holy, the communion will restore and renew our faith. I remember that when I were in the novitiate, I'm very close with one of my batchmates. During that time, we were 20. And that friend, that my close friend, he decided to go out. But before that, he shared with me a lot of his struggles, his challenges, his problems that makes him decided to go out. So what can I do for him? Only hope, only prayer. I hope that he can overcome that challenges. I hope that he can success in his life as a religious. Even though I myself also experience a lot of difficulties in my religious life. So I cannot say anything about that. I just give him hope. That is God. By my own experience, that whenever I feel challenges or temptations come, I enter the chapel. I kneel down in front of sacrament. I pray that God, can you help me to overcome this? So I share with him that my experience, and he did. So he also passed that kind of challenges, and I am really happy for that. We were journey together until now, and that kind of hope for others, for my brothers, is not a possessed things. I look at my brother, I treat my brother as the subject, not the object, according to Martian. I'm happy for that. But Actually, he doesn't know how make it happen, and he doesn't have powerful to change it. Only hope in God, and only the faith that can help him to overcome it. I hope in. It means I open myself to the mystery that the communion of myself with others by, by the holy. Live in the holy way and trust that the communion, that communion life will restore and renew our way to live in this kind of life. Even though sometimes I lost my direction, I lose hope, but later on, by slowly, I am able to get back, to get the control again, to hope in God, to hope. The more I am lost hope, the more I pray, the more I trust in God. I know in this kind of life, the money that I receive from my benefactors, that money will pass by my hands. My parents, my family, my friends, the relationship, all out will die, even me. And what the values of the shirt that I like, and after washing 2 times, 3 times or 4 times, they will become old. So what will remain? Only hope in God, only faith in God that can remain. Only God can remain and never changes. For Marshall, hope is always grounded in commitment. Wow. And love is a key element in understanding authentic hope. I can say that during my immersion 50 days in Sarangani, in Datalangar, I experienced with the indigenous people. They are totally poor. They have nothing to give us. But the thing that I received from them is a hope. You know, before we leave the area for 50 days of immersion, we immerse ourselves to live with them, especially we live in the individual families. Before I leave, they have nothing to give. They are shy, but they just hug me, embrace me, and say, "Brother, I hope you can become a priest." So if I can become a priest, what they can receive from me? Prayer or material help, or they can hope that I can come back there in Datangas. And for what? But they say, I hope that you can become a priest. I think their hope is the communion life, the communion of love, that they can try to put myself in hope for myself, not for themselves. wonderful. These are simple words that they share with me, they talk to me, and they embrace me. But it makes me think a lot. Even though hope in the face of death, then we say, is the most profound form of hope. As I said a while ago, my parents, my friends, my brothers in the community, and I, we are all who die. But we just say, we hope we can see each other in the heaven. That is our real place, our real home, that we live, we meet, and we praise God together. I'm not mean that here we are not praise God, we are not hope, we are not live together, but our goal is to live there with God. Hope, like love, does not treat the other as a possession of a thing, but as an irreducible. You see, my life as a seminarian, my brothers in the community very important. We live in the communion life, but sometimes we are not really talk to each other. We are not really care for each other, even though we live in the same environment, we live in the same community, but in space and time we are far distant from each other. This is what I really hope, that we can feel the presence of God. It's not a relationship that I will treat you one hamburger and later on you will treat me again hamburger. No. For it's the hope, the love, and the relationship among us is really a love for everybody. It has not cost for that. But the expectation is always in us. I expect that when I give you something, you also give me something. Really human being that I am. But I hope I can transform myself as the image of God, to live in the community with my brothers. That's why last time I choose the professor asked us to give the link of song that really inspire or really make us feel stronger when we meet difficulties or challenges in life. And I posted the song Unspoken Miracle. This is a sentence that don't you give up on a miracle. You got to speak to the impossible. Don't you give up on a miracle. If I say a miracle, it is a miracle. So believe in what we hope. Especially I myself, I believe in what I hope for. Even though it's not clear, it's not really a wonderful or really a clear statement that I see. That is my correct. No, I hope that I can able to make to you a relationship among the community with my brothers, a real brothers. So that's why, and the last is love is a gift. Thank you for this recording and for reviewing my lessons. I hope we can see each other in next year, and thank you very much. God bless us.